Athletic rebound by Zach LaVine, who's back on the floor with Beverly, Caruso, DeRozan, and Jones. Not a good pass by LaVine. Trying to chase down Johnson.
And rebounded quickly up to Holiday. Johnson on the move. This is where he excels, in the open court. And an emphatic punch at the rim.
Length of Murray. Here's DeJounte Murray. Leads it for Johnson. And just running away right there.
Shooter go. Pass. Shoveled over by Lazy. And LeBron didn't even try to track down Johnson, who threw it down.
And the humility shown by Joe Mazzulla. You know, hasn't pretended like he's got all the answers.
He coughs it up. Oh, head of the pack, Jalen Johnson takes the lid off the basket with that slam. He'll drive, has the pass tipped. Trey, up to Jalen.
Jalen is a sprinter, boy. Let me tell you, he gets up and down.
A little step back after the push-off. Trey, Lice, lead, Jalen. What a great look ahead by Trey.
He gets a look, still can't find it tonight. 0 for 3 now from 3. And count the bucket. Jalen Johnson skying to the rack. Free throw.
You got to start. It's done. Durant gets denied underneath, and it's out of bounds.
Markelle Fultz to Franz Wagner, spinning back to his left, swatted away.
Of the entire game as the Lakers try to forge a comeback. That one is blocked.
Now creating turnovers, getting yourself in transition for big-time dunks, just like that.
Giannis.
Great
Blocked
defense.
by Johnson. Not the score-a-thon it was in the first half. Wood blocked by Johnson. Blocked again. Jalen got him twice. Lee into the lane. Now back to Okogie. Josh dishes. Save and lead. No! Johnson denied. 10-point lead as Milton goes into the paint.
One thing Kelly Olynyk can do is start a fast break, and he's great. Ooh, great block.
Terrific recovery by Jalen Johnson. Hawks 0 for 7 on threes in the second half. A block.
Nice.
Denies Watanabe.
Probably didn't get a foul call there. Had a lot of it on.
And he smothers the shot by Bridges. Pocket pass, sets up Mobley, and swatted out of there by Jalen. Going in on Culver. Swatted away by Jalen Johnson.
Shot clock winding down. Comes into the lane. Had it blocked. Got it back, but that's a shot clock violation.
Griffin coughs it up. Giddy. Oh, he was rejected by Johnson. Incredible play, getting back, blocking that layup attempt.
White. Swatted down by Jalen Johnson.
White should have given up the ball.
The track down block was superb.
But there was a poor fast break. They were running right next to each other.
Nice lob inside.
Griffin. Outside. Johnson. No look. Capella slams it down on a pretty feed from Jalen Johnson.
Johnson, Capella lays it up and through.
Johnson on a feed inside. The paint was wide open.
Too wide open.
For Okonogwu.
Three-point line, and then build your defense from there.
Oh, how about that pass?
Great pass.
Jalen Johnson to Okonogwu.
Only 20 years old. Young pick and roll with Johnson. Locks it up for Capella. The Magic not doing a very good job defending the pick and roll in the third quarter.
Clarkson. Tell you what, you better guard these guys off the dribble. Utah really struggling offensively. Leak out for Holiday. Lillard out of the double. And a steal by Jalen Johnson. Jalen works it to Bay for the lay-in.
He's going to race and track it down. It's a turnover out of the timeout. Johnson, and he flies up for the reverse.
Jalen Johnson. Crafty reverse for Jalen Johnson.
Bogdanovich. Wow, he passed up the shot for a better one, and the layup is good.
Hawks have been outscored by 18 points at the three-point line. Good overplay. Johnson the steal to Murray. 3-on-1 Atlanta. Bogey coming off. McClung back in the game for Philadelphia. Here's Jalen driving and dunking.
Griffin, a teammate of Banchero at Duke, inside to Capella, drops it off to Johnson for the dunk.
Here comes Johnson against the smaller White. Bangs into. Oh, wow!
Jalen Johnson, the extension with the jam.
Hawks ball. Jalen Johnson right to the rack and jams it in the face of Norman Powell. They are 25th in the league in defensive rating. And another turnover. A.J. Griffin, 2. Johnson again, and Jalen with the throwdown.
We got to make shots. At one point, we were 2 of 17 from 3. At times, he saw them hesitate to shoot. If they're open, shoot it.
We're 3 and change left. Griffin up top, puts it down. Johnson with a chance at 3.
He has had some big games in his past against the Hawks. Jalen, tough shot. Well, kind of turned his body to.
Came away empty.
It's to come out and play very hard to give yourself a chance to get minutes.
Now to UConn. Jalen Johnson with a very tough shot and hits it.
He said it wasn't that tough.
Georgia Tech, so there's been a lot of change, and I think he's handled everything.
Trent Forrest out there for the Hawks with Justin Holiday. Jalen Johnson from the dotted line. A good look, and it rolls around and in.
He's
it's
living
your
right.
night, Jalen.
He's living right.
DeJounte Murray off to Jalen Johnson against Isaiah Stewart. Clock at 6. Johnson. Stu with a hand up there, and somehow he got the shot around him and down.
Murray trying to make a move, cut off by Trent Jr. Here's Johnson spinning over Malachi Flynn and back to a dozen.
Now Levine on Johnson. Johnson wants to take advantage again, and does.
Hey, I'll tell you what, this Johnson kid looks nice.
He starts the night 3rd in the league in three-point percentage. Trey one-hands it. Jalen, the turnaround.
But wasn't quite tall enough.
Jalen, spin move, lays it home. That's what we're talking about.
You mentioned confident. That was a confident move.
Young, 2-time. That's Jalen Johnson with the drive and the deuce.
Murray chased by Osmond. Johnson knifes inside and gets the roll.
That was a nice give and go by the Hawks.
Cross court to Holiday. Jalen Johnson from the corner, and he connects.
Baseline cut for a big monster dunk by Jalen Johnson.
You saw there in that game summary, leads have been short-lived.
No, that's right. It's all been all about plays like that.
Jalen Johnson.
Showing a little hang time.
Johnson. Nice basket.
Oh, man, he was determined there.
A.J. hitting 38% of his threes. Trey behind the head pick and roll with Capella. Now Jalen Johnson with the quick flush. Atlanta should have roughly 8 seconds. Matters not now after the steal. Jalen Johnson steps through and one-hands it. DeJounte cut off by Doncic on the bounce. Jalen Johnson winds up and throws it down. Good defense by Jalen Johnson.
That was just a bad shot there by Smart.
And Johnson gets to the glass.
What is your team doing to get those individual accolades?
Especially on the defensive end.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dennis off the bench. Super solid. Johnson.
Guys.
Ashley, thanks for highlighting that. It's always good to see.
Division rivals with San Antonio. Good poke away. Hawks have the basketball and numbers. Behind the back to Jalen Johnson.
2 on the shot clock. Oladipo loses the ball. Young hits ahead. Johnson hammers it down.
Aaron Holiday comes out of line. You gotta get something here now. Jalen Johnson running the floor and a foul. Chance for a three-point play as the lead is cut to 10.
He misses the shot. Aaron Holiday gives Atlanta a second chance. Johnson dumps it.
Wonderful swarming defense. Oh, my goodness. That is a sharp stick to the eye.
Beauchamp, three-pointer short. Jalen Johnson into the front court. Well, Euro step lays it up and in.
In the act of shooting, you know, don't look behind you.
Monk turns it over. Jalen. Jalen's got the rebound in the middle of Holiday. Back to Jalen. He'll spin to the cup and lay it in.
Jalen Johnson.
A.J. Griffin for Atlanta. Murray, the only starter still out there. Jalen.
I like it.
Score.
I like it.
Got a little edge to his game.
For contest, and that's drastically dropped.
Denny was 0 for 3 from 3 in Wednesday's game as Gafford almost got that block, but Jalen Johnson gets still to go in.
Catch and shoot. Griffin, high arc or short. AJ gets it back. No looks at to Jalen Johnson. In close. Scored. Atlanta shooting 50%. Lob. Jalen Johnson.
Double team to Bay. Bay finding Okonogwu with a kick out to Johnson on the corner. And the Atlanta Hawks retake the lead.
Well, Atlanta's getting in on the action.
Locked up last year in the playoff, Utah and Dallas. Averaged 1 in 6 games. Johnson. Found Capella. Clint turns and misses. And Jalen Johnson sticks it back in. Been outscored by 18 points at the three-point line. Good overplay. Johnson the steal to Murray. 3-on-1 Atlanta.
And here's what I tell the young fella. I said, be an athlete first. As soon as you check in the game.
Murray is now one of them. Giannis just off the mark. Carter and Arjan both thought that one of them was going to get the ball, and it resulted in that.
5 seconds, 4 seconds. Trae Young. Shot doesn't go, and the putback by Johnson.
Starters' minutes go up. They don't go down.
Jalen Johnson cleaning up the glass.
Clock winding down. Bad pass. And the dunk.
Ayo, which takes the defender with him, and then Ayo curls in. That's a layup.
Now another turnover by the Bulls, and Johnson takes it all the way.
Young. Instead, they'll go inside.
Throw up, and he got it! He got it! He got it! I don't believe it! A.J. Griffin at the buzzer!
Young's got 5 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Johnson, nice Euro to the rim. Behind the back, Bogdanovich, open look. Too strong. Rebound. It's Johnson with the board and the bucket. Shot clock is down to 5. Looking for Butler, and they weren't on the same page. He put it right to Johnson. 5 seconds left. Johnson.